I got a question in the last video about the strengths of the functions, and if you look at the graph I put up in the last one, if you didn't see the last one, the link's below. If you look at it, underneath the lines I drew all over little designations, 1D, 2D, 3D, and 4D. Those actually, that's how you know the strengths of the functions. So 1D and 2D are 1D and 2D are considered weak functions. 3D and 4D are considered strong functions. The lower, the worse. Higher is better. It's generally assumed that amongst functions of the same dimensionality, that the preferred one will be marginally stronger. So for both 4D functions, the first and the eighth in Socionics, people just sort of treat it like the first one is stronger than the eighth. So in Socionics, the descending order from strongest to weakest would be 1, 8, 2, 7. Those are your strong functions. Then 6, 3, 5, and 4 are your weak functions. Or if it's easier to kind of conceptualize it by going through it in order of how they'd lay out in the MBTI 8 function model, it'd be 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 8, 4, and 7. If we go back to the SLE example we used in the last video, this type's functions from strongest to weakest are SE, TE, TI, SI, FE, NE, NI, FI. One way to remember this is to look at the 3-letter acronyms of the type. So SLE, for example, is best at sensing and logic of the extroverted orientation, which is consistent with Jung's original psychological types, which describes introversion and extroversion as the first and primary distinction between types. There is more substance and theory behind dimensionality and what each dimension actually means, but that's more than I wanted to get into in this video, so I'll probably address that in the future and in a different video and pull apart dimensionality. I've got another video that I just put up with Andy where we get pretty personal. We talk about how we experience trauma and traumatic events and deal with the emotions that come with it. So that is a premium content video. It's available on Patreon right now. If you're interested in checking that out and you're not already a patron, jump on over. The link is in the description box below.